Hey guys, I just finished installing my full glass windshield on my Razor. I'm going to give you a quick rundown. Got this on Amazon. I don't remember the exact brand, but there's a few different companies that sell it. I think it goes under a different name depending on who you buy for, but you'll recognize it. It's the one with the slight tint, and it's got a couple vents that are adjusted in the bottom. The Super ATV one is about $100 more. This one was, I think, $299. The Super ATV was $399. The difference is on the Super ATV, the vents, you can slide them. This one here just has a little twist lock thumbnail basically, and you can turn this a little bit behind here if you want to get a little flow, but I mean, not much of a difference. I noticed after putting it in that you're going to get a little bit of air creaking through anyways on the backside, so it's not going to keep all of it out. My half windshield that I use in the summer, that one has a much thicker gasket at the bottom, so that one seals a lot tighter over these humps right here on the hood. This one, it's a little bit firmer of a gasket, so it doesn't quite seal quite good enough, but I'm sure it'll be fine. So anyways, it comes with the 4 clamps here, down here and up here, and on the other side as well. A couple screws, lock washers on the back. Pretty easy to install, takes 10 minutes. The wiper is a different story. So first of all, on this one here, if you notice, I have my wiper set hanging right over the middle. The original hole is drilled right in the center, so that there made it a little hard to get to. Well, actually, I would have to relocate my mirror. Most of us have a rear view mirror, and I didn't want the handle for the wiper right behind the mirror. That would be kind of hard, plus I'd have to move the mirror way out. So I just drilled another hole over here. It was 1/2 inch, half was a little loose, but it worked out fine, and then put the handle through. The handle, I'm not going to operate it now just because I just put some Loctite on here. The stem is threaded through into the handle, and then there's a little nut that tightens against it to keep it locked in line with the handle, and it doesn't work that good. It pops loose. You have to really tighten it. So I took it back apart and put some Loctite on there and put it back together, so I'm going to let that set. On the front side where it feeds through, it goes into the wiper, and the shaft here has a little spline on it that comes from the handle, and it just locks into the wiper, but there's no nut on the top. They did not send any nut to lock it in place, so you just push it on. So I actually had a nut I found was the same thread. I'm somewhere around 1/4 is what I'm guessing. I don't know, but I put a lock nut on top here to lock it in so it would stay in line with the handle, because when I first put it together, I turned the handle a couple times and the wiper blade just fell offline on it. It was flopping all over. So I put the nut on, and then now it does stay in line. So when you send the wiper down, the handle here, you can see, obviously it's not motorized. You just grab the handle and you would turn it. But like I said, I'm not going to turn that now because I just want that Loctite to set. When it goes up, the directions say that the wiper blade should, not will, but should stay put during riding by resting on the rubber gasket up here. We'll see. If it doesn't, I'll just put some type of little push pin there or something, and if I need the wiper, I'll have to get out and do that. So, but also one thing I did do, this was real jiggly in here, a lot of slop. So I actually put a spring behind the wiper blade onto the shaft to keep this from bouncing all over the place, because it was jiggling, I mean, quite a bit. So I took it back apart and put a spring back there, and just a spring I had laying around in a kit here. I keep these things on hand, but it was just one, like that right there. And I just put it behind the wiper blade so that it wouldn't be, slopping all over the place, keep it nice and tight. So, anyways, looks pretty good. I did go glass for the winter just because I wanted it full to keep more of the cold out. And my half windshield that we use in the summer is plexiglass. And as you can imagine, it scratches really bad. Just by washing it, it scratches. So in the summer, no big deal. If you're coming across something and the sun's hitting, you can't see through the windshield. If it's foggy, if it's cloudy, you can look over it. But I didn't want a full poly windshield, because those there actually, once they scratch, you can't see through them if you're heading through the sun. I can tell you on this one here, which is my summer one, you can't really see now, but if the sun is coming through that, you cannot see through that windshield at all because it gets scratched, you know, just from washing it and so forth. So on a full one, definitely didn't want to have that issue. And this looks to be pretty good. We'll see. I haven't taken it out yet, but I did clean it and it didn't seem to be any scratches. So not bad. Anyways, good luck.